You know, I've been thinking on the concept of love. Seeing as it's the month for it, it's the season for it. I would say the biggest lesson for me is loving unconditionally. To love someone unconditionally is to accept them for every flaw that they have. And I've noticed, sometimes when I watch all these podcasts, do they rage bait me? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I start realizing that, wow, us as a society, we tend to treat love a little bit like a transaction. What can you do for me? What do you bring to the table? Imagine if we switched it. Imagine if we said, what can I do to make your life a beautiful place? I think just that switch in a mindset would change everything.
Some memories ask to be held gently, not because they're fragile, but because they carry weight. Places we've been, versions of ourselves that once stood there, time folded into photographs, sprawled across the floor like quiet evidence that love has been living here for a long time. It's strange how moments become history without ever meaning to. And yet, in unconditional love, history doesn't matter. It's not about counting days or measuring perfection. It's about choosing each other over and over, even when life changes everything. Without thinking, my hand finds yours. A small gesture, but one that says, I'm here. I'm with you. We're going the same way. We're in this together. Our hearts are connected. Our soul is one. Some connections don't need words. They already know the language. Unconditional love lives in those quiet gestures. It lives in trust, presence, and choice. A promise to choose each other even when nothing else asks you to. There's a kind of love that doesn't perform. It doesn't try to be memorable. It simply is. It's shared laughter. It's stillness. The comfort of not needing to fill the space with anything more than just being. Maybe this is what it means to arrive somewhere together. To love fully. Even without guarantees, even without perfection. That is the quiet power of unconditional love. The world slows down around us. Trees breathing, rain falling where it always has, the sky wide enough to hold everything we don't say. And for a moment, nothing is missing. Nothing is rushing ahead. Just two people paused inside a day, grateful for the quiet truth of being exactly here. Choosing each other without condition. Because love itself asks for nothing, and yet it gives everything.
I do believe that there is love everywhere, and I do believe that love is ever flowing. It's something that surpasses time. You know, that is a magical thing, and I think we tend to forget about the magic behind it because we're so attached to this physical plane. It's like we're more attached to the idea of an adult life than attached to sharing that life with somebody. Does that make sense? I do believe there's somebody for everybody, and I think all it'll have to take is just not being scared, being vulnerable, learn to love openly. The concept of love is such a bizarre and mystical phenomenon. Imagine this, what would you call it? Is it an energy? Besides feeling, right? Because that's how we identify it as, but it's something that we can feel even if our loved ones have passed on. So it transcends that. It transcends the barrier of life and death. Now that's food for thought.
I just wanna feel real love and all that I do. 'Cause I got too much love running through my veins. Yeah, oh, this one.